come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens
and the Las Vegas Raiders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And he spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others. But the key to everything for him is ability to be accurate from the pocket.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And the Raiders have got him.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. To the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. Oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
10 at the 15-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Touchdown on the year, and the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 20.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we kept this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately got to him and forced the 4th down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man.
Ronald Jones.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed. Quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked them up.
And a slant hold in by Ruggs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Raiders 7, Ravens 0.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ferguson there on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
38-yard line.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro.
The pass.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he connects with Ebron.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
And here's Jackson on the option.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. And a nice job there defensively. Get him to the ground, a few yards short of the first down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Vegas.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Reception here by Ruggs.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Flushed out. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus Peters. And a short return to the 6-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
With the score, Raiders.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Flush to his right. And it's going to be His second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling way. You mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Well, the second down throw on target.
Jackson's
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He gets it to Brown. Good play.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles.
And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now again to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Tyrod Taylor's sack.
Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. 18. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. That's the end of the third.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
21. Ravens 3.
Once again, it's Jacobs. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately, he was easy trying to throw the ball, and that resulted in incompletion.
The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that, you know?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Maurice Hurst racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Jackson's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and 1. And down he goes. They sack it back right around the 41-yard line. Max Crosby drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
And out.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
7-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Raiders on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Taylor. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the Ravens' 38-yard line.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They're pretty good spot. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It's a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
14-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Las Vegas,
the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals.